Well, let's take this outside, see how it does in the wilderness. Hello everyone, this is Charles BridgTec with another flashlight review, this time on a Lumintop FW3A. Now I was sent this by banggood.com, comes in this box. This here is the cool white version. Now I had done a review on this light previously, but the only difference here, this one is a solid copper design. So let's wait no further. Let's open it up and see what's in. And we've got some instructions on how to take the light apart. You want to remove the head to take the battery out and put a new one in. And we have the user manual. And it's really well detailed because this light is fully programmable. So we'll go over some of the main features of the light as well. And I'll put all this stuff over here before I forget. And then we've got some more accessories here. And we've got an O-ring in here as well. And that's everything in there. So now let's go ahead, take a look at the light. As you can see, it's in a protective, airtight, sealed package here. So I'm going to go ahead and grab a knife and open this up and we'll take it out. Now we've got a knife here. I'm going to go ahead and open this up. Now let's take a look at the light. That's sharp. That looks great. Now it does have, if you look at it, it seems like it has some imperfections on the finish, but it's only the way the light looks on it. Very clear. It does have some fingerprints already from me touching it here, but that's to be expected. Tail clicky there. It's got some knurling here, but it's only for cosmetic. Nothing rough on it. Clip is a solid, heavy-duty clip on there. Feels really good. Now these here will tarnish pretty easily, so kind of recommend you using a Tarnex. You just wipe it on real fast and rinse it off, and dry it off quickly after that. It works best for me, that way I'm not sitting there polishing for extended amount of times. And you can do it here with the clip. You just move it out of the way, wipe it, rinse it off. It works out really well for this. You can table stand that, of course. And this just looks really fantastic. Talk about a conversation piece coming in there and someone seeing this. Now some people like the tarnish look, so they, some people like, leave it that way. Me, I kind of like the shinier copper look on this. It really looks nice in my opinion. Machining and finish on this is excellent. Got some package residue that's on here. Alright, so now we're going to go ahead and take a look here at the special optics. Now this version that I have is running the Cree XP-L high LEDs. As you can see, there's 3 of them in here. Now this thing puts out 2800 lumens on the highest output. This little light literally fits in your palm of your hand. Look at that. 2800 lumens. Now this thing is going to get very hot on that level and cycle down, but you can easily run 600 800 lumens on this. Now this will still get really warm, but that's a lot of light, especially floodlight. Alright, so now let's go ahead and open this up. You don't open it from the rear, but I'm going to take it apart because I know how to do it. You're just going to go ahead and remove the head. Once you remove the head, you'll see the insides there. Really nice, thick. And I'll show you that spring. Here's the head of the light with the spring on there. Now Lumintop recommends that you use a 10 amp unprotected cell or higher, and then this runs on 18650, so we'll show you what I'm going to run in that in a little bit. Now I'm going to go ahead and take this apart. Now the trick to it is to hold the clip, and you're going to go ahead and twist this bottom out. Now it does take a little bit of doing, but you want to make sure that you hold it on, keeping it straight up and down. Once you do that, you're going to remove it. Still keep on removing. A lot of screwing later. And now I'm going to go ahead and show you the tail. You want to keep it centered where the way it is now. You can see there. Show you the head of the light and the tail there. Alright, so now let me bring out the battery that I'm going to be using in this test. Alright, and we're going to be using a vape cell. This is a 3000 milliamp. This is an unprotected cell. So this is a 20 amp cell, so it should be plenty of power to run this light. So we're going to go ahead and we're going to put it together now. Go ahead and do the head first so I can get this back in correctly. Now they recommend you not to take it apart because of the way the button is on the tail, and if it gets off center in any way you can lose contact, and once you do that the light won't function properly and you don't have the ability to change modes, and you could have some issues. All you got to do is make sure that you realign that. Now I only took it apart to show you how to do it, which is all that I'm going to do. I won't take it apart again. Now we're going to go ahead and get started here with the UI. We're going to go over the basics of this UI. The programming can be done at your own discretion, and I recommend you to look over the manual thoroughly. If you do make a mistake, you can factory reset it and start all over again, so that's another big plus. Simply turn that on. As you can see there, real floody on the beam. Go over the beam first here. You can see just a smooth transition all the way across the beam, and then it falls off towards the edges, so complete flood. So that's the easy part of it. It defaultly comes on ramping, so you can press and hold that to go back down, so that's really easy. And then if you want to press and hold, you can go back up. You can stop at any time and keep going up, or you can go back down once it reached the highest output. That's on high. A lot of light coming out of that. And on any time on ramping or the stepping mode, you can double click to get turbo. 2800 lumens. A lot of light. And of course you can click it and go back down. Now we want to go ahead and change it to the stepping mode. You can see how low that is. That's the actual floor level, what they call it, or moonlight. Now if you want to click it 3 times to go to stepping, and now that'll change to stepping in the UI, so it'll go up in steps. Now I did try going up and down, so if you go back, press again, it only does between the level that you had it on and the lower level. So, but you got to press and hold to keep that going down. Again, press and hold to go back up. And it does it pretty quick, so you get to the light output that you want on, just release it at that time. So it's pretty easy. Okay, so now we're going to go ahead and go to from off. Alright, from off, you can click this 4 times to lock out the light. 1, 2, 3, 4. That locks out the light. Now the light is locked out. This is called digital lockout. Now you can unlock it by twisting the head here. Once you do that, then the light is locked out manually. Again, you're back in business by unlocking it that way as well. Even if you digitally lock it, you can unlock it by twisting the head and breaking that contact. So that's pretty cool. Now another thing we're going to do now is 1, 2, 3. So now we're on there, battery check. It's always important. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4.1 volts. And it'll keep doing that until you hit the button. And you click that one time to turn that off. Alright, to get to the special modes, you're going to click this 3 times, but on the third one, you're going to hold it. So 1, 2, 3, and that gets started on what they call candlelight. It acts like a flaming mode. And you can raise this or lower it, or it's just like an old candle lighting up there. Kind of give you an idea here. Like a flicker on a candle. And that's really cool. And then now you can double click to go to, and there you have it. That's bike mode. Now bike mode, you can also raise it brighter or lower it. So that's actually pretty cool. So if you ride a bike, and that's, I also call that a pulse. Now we're going to double click again. Now you have what they call a party mode. And you can adjust the flash rate on this party mode. You can make it more of a pulsating, flickering, really fast, or you can actually slow this down and see how it's more of a flash. Double click again there. As you can see, this is what they call a tactical strobe, and that is a constant speed, so it's really distracting. Double click again. There we go. A thunderstorm, and this is actually pretty cool. See this? We'll lay this down, let you see it. It kind of represents a thunderstorm, lightning kind of flickers in the background. And this is actually pretty cool if you have over way far off in the corner of your room. It's actually pretty interesting. Kind of gives you a neat little effect there. And sometimes it takes a while, just like a regular storm would be. You know, you got your periods of a lot of activity followed by hardly any. But that just looks really sharp, kind of show you there. Neat little idea. And then we double click again, and now we're back to the candle mode. So we've gone through all those, and you can adjust the level of this as well. And single click that to turn that off, and then you're back to the regular UI. Now if you want to change it back to ramping, remember it's just simple while it's on, 1, 2, 3, and now we're back to the regular ramping mode. Really super and easy. That's what I'm going to leave it on. I really prefer it because I like that real low output that it can achieve when on that. So that's really nice to be able to do some basic things with your light. Now this is fully programmable, but I'm not going to go into that because it's a really long drawn out cycle that you have to do, and the way I set it up might not be the way you want to do it. So definitely want to take a look at your user manual to make this flashlight the way you want to do it. So that's all there is for this. We're going to go ahead and take this outside, see how it does in the wilderness. We are out here in the darkness. The Lumintop Copper. So let's get started on this bad boy. Now it is on, believe it or not. Lowest setting, you can see probably about 3 feet, maybe 5 to that pole from where I'm standing, not much more. Go back to the water spout. I'll raise it up just a little bit here on the ramp. 20, that's 35 feet to that water spout. That's easily making that. I was thinking more of 20 feet, really prominent, but it's doing really good. It's 35 feet to that water spout. Real nice floody beam. And it is making that tree 65 feet from where I'm standing. There's the beam on the fence. Really flood. Just complete flood, that is. Alright, and we're going to go over here, kind of pan around, kind of see here on the white dead end fence there, as you can see. So we're going to go ahead and do a before and after there to kind of see the difference at the light output. Alright, so now we're going to go to the next level. And I'm going to raise it up just a little bit more. There we go. And it is making the tree of life, as you can see, all from this little light. Huge. There's my breath. Sorry about that. It's cold out here today. Ice on the grass. Chilly. Had a lot of rain. It's been unexpectedly cold for being spring. It's been really cold here. As you can see there, doing really well. Alright, we're going to go up higher here. That's the highest level before turbo. Do a beam profile here. Huge wall of light all the way around my hand, as you can see. And it's almost there to that park. Make sure you run a good cell on this for best performance and light outputs, including run times before and after here on high. Incredible. Alright, we're going to do turbo on the tree of life. See how it does. All coming from this. Look at that, making the school. Look at all that light. Now turbo is going to step down on this, so it's to be expected. And it will get very warm, hot to the touch near the head area, but that's normal. All coming from this little light. Beam profile one more time here on the highest output. Look at that. All the way down. All the way past my hand. Give you an idea how wide that light is. Now it's stepped down a little bit due to heat, which is what you want. Alright. Hope you enjoyed those night shots. Welcome back. Hope you enjoyed those night shots. Beautiful performance and beautiful looks all go together very well with this Lumintop FW3A in copper. Really looks fantastic. Performs very well. I did a previous review on this model here, only it's in gray. Very impressed with the beam performance on this as well. Just a solid light, solid build quality. Now, in order to get the best performance from these lights, you need to use an unprotected cell. A lot of people are scared to use them, but if you handle them properly, put them in cases when you're not using them, they're just as safe as any other battery. There's no guarantee on anything as far as batteries are concerned, but They require a lot of power in these little, little compact little lights like this. So you're going to need to use an unprotected cell, 10 amp or higher. So the ones I'm using are 20 amp, so that's going to be the best bet, and they're going to give you some really nice run times if you use a quality cell. OEM whenever possible. You can buy the rewrap cells, just make sure you don't pay too much for them. Now I want to thank Banggood.com for sending me this copper version of this Lumintop. Now if this is something you're interested in getting, I'm going to have these in my store, and I have a special discount going at this moment, and that way you can save some money on this just in case you're interested in getting it. Now before I end this video, I wanted to bring out, I had a lot of questions in my Facebook group and about my opening in my video. Got a lot of comments, and people really liked it. So I wanted to bring this out as a special thanks to Joseph and Kim in my Facebook group, and basically they got this for me as a present. I used it as my opening intro to my videos from now until further notice. Now as you can see, the quality of this, it's kind of folded up, so it's going to have, but if you lay it out, it will eventually just flatten out by itself. It did really well when I was doing the video. Really nice quality, very nice detailed look here, even on the background. Now I chose the green. They asked me what color I wanted it, and green is my favorite color, so I just wanted to big shoot out to this company. They did a really good job with it, and I want to help them out. So if you're interested in getting something like this made for your own channel or something that you do, I'll go ahead and post her business card up on the screen now, and you can go ahead and send her a shoot out there, and if something you guys can work out, let me know in the comments how she did with you. But she did a really good job for me, and I'm using it in my current videos from now on, and it looks really sharp, and that's the tree of life during the day. So I just thought I would bring this out to show you guys before I end the video here. Well, that's it for me. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please share, like, and subscribe. That way I can bring more of these copper beauties to you in the future. Thanks for watching. Take care.